this leads to an interesting question, and sorry to interrupt, but this is so you went for 3 years without a commercial offering. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So at what point, like, was there a goal that says, like, as soon as we have X number of users, as soon as we have something, then we're going to look at commercialization? Or was it, oh, it's just time because we need to start, like, like thinking revenue? Was it build to a certain level and then commercialize? Was that the thought?
Yeah, we didn't have a user metric or an adoption metric around commercialization. We instead had like a platform vision that the platform had to be in a state where we were happy with the pace at which we could actually expand it. Because the problem is that if the platform doesn't have a very solid foundation, it can be really hard to begin to extend it in different ways. And we kind of knew that in the future we'd want more widgets, we'd want more integrations. We'd have to invest a lot more in custom JavaScript code and the coding experience. And we wanted all that to be really easy to kind of add and customize to the platform. So we wanted to get the platform to a level where we knew it would be very easy for us to make those changes, as well as to get to a level where we could see that a lot of users could actually extract value from it without too many hiccups in the way, because that was our core. We wanted to build a really stellar developer product that people would be very, very happy with, and only then like actually begin thinking about monetization.
So when you were going out to raise the initial amount of money for Appsmith for this team, I guess, did you have any pushback from investors around kind of delaying the commercialization of it so far? Because Appsmith, it looks very mature in terms of all the things that it can do, and I think a lot of open source projects would love to have the luxury to take that amount of time and build that kind of adoption and community base to go do that. But I imagine not everyone is so lucky. So I'm curious, like, how did you sell that to investors?
So I think I think the trick is to not sell it and to not sell it. We want. I mean, this isn't. This is a path you tread, right? And you don't want to package it up and prettify it for somebody else to hop on your bandwagon, because it's going to be a really long path. It's going to be a difficult path, and instead. What we did is we actually looked for people who were really excited about this path, who really believed in this path with us, and who had a lot of great ideas, how to tread this path of open source really, really well. And because we just found the right people who were excited about working with us with this strategy and with this belief that this software should be open source, it was honestly very easy. So the conversations weren't really like, hey, we should do it because open source is great and, it will help us in X, Y, Z. It was always like, hey, yeah, obviously open source is great, right? And like, these are all these amazing benefits. Let's talk about, how you're going to really leverage it to like, unlock more power and get into the hands of more developers and, what would that look like? What would the product be like? So that's really how we thought about it. Like, there's no point selling something like open source. You either believe in it and you're really excited about it, or you don't.